Hay naku. Hay naku talaga. Gumawa pa akong reflection paper, hindi naman pala required kung nag-quiz ka na last time. As far as I know, nag-take ako ng quiz. So, di ko na ipapasa yung reflection paper ko. But babasahin ko na lang siya para sa inyo. Mema lang talaga yung reflection paper ko eh. So, babasahin ko sa inyo yung reflection paper ko. Okay, let's start. On October 28, 2022, 2 p.m., a culminating activity took place at the college gymnasium. A culminating activity of mental health awareness and United Nations celebration. And in regards with my reflection with the relevance of mental health and United Nations of peace to me as a business student, to begin, I do believe that as a future professional with a degree of business administration, the importance of my mental health has a huge factor in my endeavors in the future. As I see to it, life can be sometimes rough. It is not always sunshine and rainbows. Hence, the stability of my emotions can change from time to time. In the Philippines, there is a stigma regarding one's mental health. How some people belittle the effect of someone's mental well-being in their daily lives. Actually, it has surprised me that an event was made for mental health awareness. However, at the same time, I was rejoicing that finally it will come to light that mental health is not a student's way of just asking for a break, but an act of informing everyone that no person can invalidate what you feel because what you feel is important. That made me feel more at ease because upon listening to the activity, it has made me realize how crucial it is for me to take care of myself. It enlightened me more than ever that our mental health can either make or break us. It is a factor that can either make me succeed in life or not. As a business administration student, I should be wary of myself because if I cannot take care of myself, how can I interact with people that has a huge part in my future profession? Before I took my course, it was difficult for me to socialize with others. I tremble a lot, and every time I see people, my knees are starting to feel numbed. That is when I realized maybe it is my mental health affecting my way of approaching circumstances. Meanwhile, during my college days, I find myself in this pitch black path, and I did not know it would be such a hurdle for me to be in this trail which I confidently took. Indeed, stress is an action that we cannot always handle since there are a number of stressors in the environment. However, remember this idiom which says, when everything is black, there is always a silver lining. I might feeling stress, sense like my world is drifting apart, but as long as I know myself, it can give me a chance in any battle of fight or flight, which evolved as a response to danger. This is used even before as the survival instincts of mammals, and of course, that is related to primates like us, humans. I think that is why as I grow older, I find it manageable to cope with stress. If you have the ability to manage your stress, you might know how to fight it. Resilience was also mentioned. It is to be able to go back to work even if at first it was difficult for you. I might say it can be used in my work life in the future. My life as a business administration student would be different in my life as a professional, but the idea of resilience can help me with the future workloads I will have. Now, if I would relate myself to the United Nations celebration, it allowed me to embrace the beauty and diversity of cultures and traditions of countries other than our beloved Pearl of the Orient Seas, Filipinos' own archipelago, the Philippines. When I was younger at first, I thought the celebration of United Nations is merely a way of wearing other countries' costumes. But now that I am informed, United Nations is more than a 24-hour celebration because it is a symbol of peace and order and how it gives everyone a sense of security. As a student, I was able to come across with certain information as to why other countries are in no good terms with each other. Knowing that in the United Nations, there is development of relationships between nations, it made me feel the need to say that the future is clear to be a life to look forward to. Mental health and United Nations are both topics that should be constantly talked about, as it is both about the importance of peace. Even though the two are in different categories, both are critical to our well-being, regardless if as an individual or a business administration student per se.